Hello, everyone. I just got back from the Tennessee State Numismatic Society Fall 2021 Coin Show. And if you have never been before, these happen twice a year. They have their big show twice a year out of the suburbs of Chattanooga at a place called Camp Jordan in East Ridge, suburb of Chattanooga. Their next show is probably going to be the first weekend of March, but if you just Google TSNS Coin Show, you can find out more about them. And so, if you're new to my channel, I deal almost exclusively with foreign coins. And so, what you see before me on the table right here are going to be all of the one-off coins that I purchased one at a time from the show. And there were several dealers that had 4 for a dollar, 5 for a dollar type foreign coin bins. And I really loaded up on those. If I put all of those into one video, I would be here for 2 hours, and no one wants to sit through that. So I'm going to break it up into several videos, but normally the last couple of times I've been, I have purchased a lot of foreign junk silver coins, and I just could not find any of those this time. So I ended up only purchasing one silver coin, and it's what we see right here. It's from Brazil. It's 60%. It has almost 1/5 ounce of silver. So if spot was $25, this would almost be worth $5 in melt value, but it's from 1937. From Mr. Santos Dumont is pictured on this coin. Flip it over. It's 5,000 race. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but this is our only silver coin from the show. And I did pay $8 for that. Next up, from 1995, this is a coin from Spain, Juan Carlos I on it. This is an FAO coin of 100 pesetas. And I believe this coin was only made for 1 year. And so it's hard to find. I've never seen this one before, but FAO encourages food production, so you will typically see those with wheat or some kind of food or ingredient on the coin. So never seen that one before, so I paid 50 cents for that. Next up, I paid $1 for this coin from East Africa. So this is a British group of multiple countries where they used one common currency. And this is going to be a 10 cents coin from 1942. Flip it over, and it is George VI. So these are kind of interesting coins. Instead of having the portrait of the king or eventually queen, they just have the name of the king around the edge with all of the labels on the side, and they just label it as 10 cents. So these are much more valuable than normal British coins. I paid $1 for that coin. Next up, we have a coin from Tunisia from 1892, 10 centimes, because at the time they were controlled by France. And flip it over. We have a lot of Arabic letters that I'm not able to read, but usually coins this old are in fairly rough shape, and this one's in better shape than what you normally see for a coin that's over 125 years old. I ended up paying $2 for that coin. Next we have a 100 lira coin. It looks like what is fairly common on this side, but we flip it over, and it was another FAO commemorative coin that was made only in 1979. $100 lira. Looks like maybe a bull or a calf on there. How do you like this old red flip with rusty staples in it? But we've got 1000 race from 1927. Flip that one over. So for a lot of the older Brazilian coins are well worn, so this one's in pretty decent shape. I did pay $1 for it. These next few coins are all from the same dealer, where I paid whatever was circled in red, and so it includes a lot of markdowns on them. Next up from Britain, we have the first ever £2 coin, which they started to produce in 1986. It looks to be just as thick as the £1 coin, but it is a lot larger. I did pay $4 for it. Just foreign exchange value is probably about $3, and it's not the best shape, but you don't see them as often. This one is 1986, and I forgot what that crest represents, but soon after this, they started making the £2 coin as bimetallic. The next four coins are all coins that are going to be new countries for my collection. I did not have anything from these next four places. And the first two, though, are not that exciting necessarily. I don't know if you ever find coins from, I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. I think it's Niue. This one's from 1989. This is a country that is not even a country. It's ruled by New Zealand, which then is underneath the British Crown. So for whatever reason, this country has authorized, I think it's the Pobjoy Mint out of Britain, to produce a lot of commemorative coins that they sell to tourists. I don't know how Niue got involved with that, but looking on eBay today, there's all kinds of commemorative coins that has this place's name on it. So for a country of 2,000 people, it makes you wonder who made that decision. So this is the standard crest of from there, but flip it over. This specific commemorative coin honors Douglas MacArthur, and so I don't really want a lot of coins from this place, but for $3, and if it would be the first one in my collection, this is as worthwhile of a subject as any other. So, excuse me, Defender of Freedom, Old Soldiers Never Die. Next coin is pretty much the same thing. We have a coin from Pitcairn Island, another country that is not really a country, but it is a place underneath the British Crown. And there's certainly not enough people that live on this island that they have any circulating currency. So again, they produced crown-sized, or in this case, a $1 commemorative coin that was not meant for circulation. I don't think they would ever have coins specifically for circulation. But this one is, they don't produce as many as the last one, but a specific sailing vessel, HMAV, Her Majesty's, I don't know what the AV stands for, but Bounty. So a 200th anniversary of that. This coin dates from 1989, and it celebrates something from 1789. So if you like sailing ships, then you'll probably like the looks of that one. Next two countries are legit circulating coins from a place that would be new to my collection. This next one, I had heard of this place, but I didn't really know much about it. We have Zanzibar. So Arabic calendar 1299, but on our calendar that is 1881. This coin is in rough shape. I think that side is up, so it's going to be all Arabic characters I cannot read again. And flip it over, and I see this one is in rough shape, but I see a balance with scales on there, and the date of 1299 in the middle of it. So Zanzibar is islands off the coast of Tanzania. I think today is part of Tanzania. And then for this next one, another British colony. We have Queen Victoria on here. And a lot of the provinces that now make up Canada were at one time their own countries that had their own currency. And so here, if you look at the bottom of the coin, it's going to say Nova Scotia. And so this coin dates from 1861. At least that's what it says in the top corner of the coin, but almost looks like 1862 on the coin. I'll have to get out a magnifying glass for that. But they became part of the Canadian Confederation later in the 1860s. So Newfoundland coins are easy to find. They're the last country to become part of Canada. But others like New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and I think a couple others also made their own coins. So this is my first from Nova Scotia. Last 5 coins were also from a dealer that specialized in foreign coins, which you don't see a lot of that. But he had hundreds, if not thousands upon thousands of foreign coins in individual flips, and that would normally be my dream dealer to visit, but it would be very time consuming to sit and go through a lot of those. So I just went through a couple of boxes and I looked through his display case, and this is what I picked up. First, we have a more modern coin from Pakistan, dated 2002, still has a lot of its mint luster on it, for 1 rupee. In almost uncirculated condition. On the back we have a palace with the number 1 for 1 rupee. Next up, we have Costa Rican. If you've ever seen Costa Rican coins before, they have a lot of similarities. There's not a lot of excitement to them. They have pretty much all coins will look like this on one side, and then the obverse will just pretty much have the denomination. So a commemorative coin, I'm not sure that I have many of them, and so this one celebrates the 25th anniversary of the Central Bank of Costa Rica. So it's a 5 colones coin made in 1975. Next up, we have a coin from another British territory of Jersey, an island territory that has, again, their own circulating coins. And when I first look at this, it does look like the later 3-pence coins that British would produce. Same metal, same shape and size, except instead of calling it 3-pence, they call it 1/4 of a shilling. That is the same thing, since 12 pence would make 1 shilling, so 3 pence is 1/4 of a shilling. So I do think it's interesting how they have they call it a different denomination. And I've seen older coins from Jersey that would call, I think it's a half farthing, they called a 1/96 of a shilling. So there they must really like the shilling back then. This was, of course, pre-decimal days, so back when they were on the system that doesn't make sense to us today. But flip it over, and we still have the British symbolism with the 3, I believe that's 3 lions on it. It actually has the words 1/4 of a shilling spelled out of the bottom, 1964. Bailiwick of Jersey. This next coin is, we're getting to the really big flips, so we must be dealing with some high quality coins here. This is a proof coin that was only produced in a quantity of 28,000, which is written right here. This is a fairly rare coin from the Republic of Guyana. And let's get that in the light here. Our people, our most precious asset. So that almost sounds like a slogan for a business, doesn't it? But Bank of Guyana, 1976. Flip it over, and we have a really nice portrait of an alligator right there on a $1 proof coin. So this is going to be pretty rare. Almost, it is scratched up a little bit, but you can see that one time it had quite the mirror-like surface on it. Final coin we'll look at in this video is one more proof coin. This one comes from Jamaica. It's a $1 coin. It has, well, there's another alligator on the top of the crest right there, and I don't have enough subscribers to be monetized, but that logo might get me demonetized based on what we see there. But let's flip this one over, and we have, in honor of the first Prime Minister, Bustamante, 1962 through 67. So this was made in 1972. Jamaica doesn't make any of their own coins. They don't have their own mint, so they contract out with the Franklin Mint to make their coins for them, and so this one came from the Franklin Mint, and it was a proof coin. And again, very small numbers. It looks like only 17,000 of these were produced. This particular dealer puts all the details on the coin. You got the year, the denomination, the quality. That's what he was charged for it. The metal, copper nickel, and the KM number, and the quantity written in pencil. So, like I said, this guy had thousands of coins, all labeled just as good as this one, fitting as much as he can on the quite the big flips. And so I'm a fan of how he does label these coins. So, like I said, I have lots of coins that I paid 25 cents each or less coming up in multiple videos that I'm probably going to spread out over 2 or 3 weeks. So if you like random videos of coins, then you're going to like what I have to post over the next couple of weeks. So please check out the coin playlist. I do cover other topics on my channel, but if you go to the coin playlist, it's going to be all kinds of foreign coins that you might find interesting. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.